Black Knights going up against Cousins Dolphins.
Okay, Larry, it's a late afternoon start here on a hot and humid afternoon in beautiful Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Miami Dolphins. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. Ajayi's going to go. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ajayi, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down, Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Bortles. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. Ajayi escapes him. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now they try the right side here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Running back, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jay Ajayi with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Raekwon McMillan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So they bring out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to work. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun now for Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now a handoff working right. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And here now the offense heading back out there. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing is Bortles. Looking deep for Gabriel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That pick six, extending this lead even further. Now, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Bortles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw, it's Bortles. Looking deep for Hilton. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Tannehill on first down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Bortles now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Raekwon McMillan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The offense on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he spins through, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And Miller with it over the middle. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back around the 37. On first down, Tannehill. On the right side, this is Miller. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking that time for Stills, and it'll bring up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So they pick up after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Bortles now to throw. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Kamar Aiken, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the... .24-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Tannehill finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. The play clock's running down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
8 yards to go here on second down. Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this offense on third down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Bortles to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out come the Dolphins now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll fake the handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's still barreling through. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Brissett to throw on first. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On second down, Brissett again. And Aiken with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's go!
A first down throw for Brissett. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And the third down pass falls incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And now back out comes the offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a short gain there as he'll get it.